The NACD is a 501c3 not-for-profit organization. We have a little over 10,000 members. Mostly they are directors, meaning they are directors of public companies or private companies. We really think of ourselves in three different ways. We see ourselves as a convener of those who are stakeholders in the director community. So these would be regulators, they would be share owners, they would be activists, they would be academics. So we convene meetings in which we bring together the director community as well as these stakeholders. We see ourselves as an authority, and what we try to do there is we try to bring out, I don't like to call them best practices, I like to call them leading practices. And that authority stuff and mainly is encapsulated in our blue ribbon commissions. We've had one this year on performance metrics, and also one on audit this year. We see ourselves as a resource, meaning we see ourselves as a resource to the director community. We have a director. The director needs information about whatever the matter. We have something called Express Source, where directors can call in and typically within 24 hours get a response to a question about governance. We do surveys of them. We publish what those survey responses are. We are a resource from the standpoint that we have a website that is really tailor-made for the director to get information that's important to him or her in the discharge of their own activities. So it's a convener, an authority, and a resource. But basically what I think they need to grab out of the Dodd-Frank Act is a recognition that the expectation of the director community has gone way up. Now there is an inherent challenge in there, which is I think very, very important. If we take the Dodd-Frank Act as essentially one of compliance matters, worrying about being in compliance with certain matters, checking off the box, then I think what we have done is we have succumbed to majoring in the minors. I think what we need to do is major in the majors. And what's the major? What is the reason the director is there? Well, the primary reason the director is there is to select and then to monitor the execution of winning strategies. Winning strategies being defined as those strategies which will result in sustained profitability. So what do you take out of Dodd-Frank? Recognize that there's a heavy expectation level. Recognize that it's not about compliance. Recognize that it's the ability to major not in the minors, but to focus on those things that are really important to corporations, which at the end of the day is sustained profitability. Well, I think dissent is going to be caused by a lack of understanding of what the company's trying to do. That's the communications component again. I think dissent is going to be when there are non-binding resolutions that the board just ignores. That's going to cause dissent. And surely, if we have compensation issues, which are either not understood or the result of the compensation issues is perverse risk-taking, or we have compensation where we are rewarding failure, I think you're going to get dissent from any of those particular areas.